2 years ago, you had the courage to stand up to the Belarusian regime, risking everything, your life, your freedom, the custody for your children. What was the most painful moment during this time?
Oh, there were a lot of painful moments, but maybe for me personally, the most painful moment was when I had to leave Belarus, when I was threatened and I had to choose between children and freedom. And so as I have 2 children who are hard of hearing, I have to take care of them. So at that moment, I chose to be with them. But I didn't give up my fight. And for these 2 years, I'm fighting alongside with all Belarusians.
And your husband is still in jail, sentenced to 18 years. How is he doing?
The conditions for political prisoners in Belarusian prisons are awful. They're much worse than for ordinary criminals. There are a lot of women actually in prisons, and people are morally and physically humiliated. They are tortured. Our women are deprived of hygienic issues, and it's really torture to be there. And Lukashenko's regime is doing everything possible to show to other people, don't rise up because you will have the same fate as our beloved. But despite of terror and repressions, our people don't give up. And my husband and Masha Kolesnikova and other political prisoners, the number of which at the moment is 1,200, are very strong there behind the bars. They believe in us.
Right now, all eyes are on Russia's brutal assault on Ukraine, and that overshadows everything. So how difficult is it for you to convince Europe not to forget your cause?
Democratic politicians understand how Belarus is important in this geopolitical situation, because without free Belarus, there will be constant threat to Ukraine, to our Western neighbors. So it's very important to also to give guarantees for Belarusians as well, security guarantees, and that Russian troops who are still in our country have to be withdrawn from Belarus as well. So we are supporting Ukraine, we are fighting against dictator, and we need, of course, a lot of attention. I understand that attention is a little bit refocused on Ukraine, and we fully understand this. We support it because we understand how freedom of Ukraine is important for Belarusian freedom as well. Without free Ukraine, regime will prevail in Belarus. And that's why when the war has started, hundreds of thousands of Belarusians went to the streets to show their attitude to the war. According to polls, 86% of Belarusian people don't support the war. And a lot of Belarusian men went to Ukraine to fight alongside Ukrainians.
Now we are here in the German city of Aachen, where you and 2 fellow opposition leaders have been awarded with the Charlemagne Prize, one of the most prestigious prizes in the European Union. How is this prize going to help your cause?
First of all, I have to say that this prize is not for me or even for our trio. It's for all brave Belarusians, to journalists, to activists, to volunteers. And I think that Belarusians deserve this prize because as 12 centuries ago Charlemagne united Europe, in 2020 we united Europe as well, because despite of political argues between parties, between countries, there was consolidated policy towards Belarus, and it was very strong European voice. So this prize is dedicated to our brave people, and of course it will help us to drag more attention to our situation, to our country, that, as you said, is overshadowed a little bit by Ukraine, and to again and again explain that our fight is going on, that repressions are going on in our country, that there is that the democratic world will not have to give opportunity for Lukashenko to survive this time.
Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya, thank you very much.